broadcasting from Mabula, Kuwait. This is the Me and Larry reality video show, LTL, editorial news for September 30th, 2009. Headlines. This is the one I really want to get into, the meat of it. Not to maybe get in an argument with somebody, but to get in a good debate, because this is a good debate with a viewer. The email is Independent View 1. He wrote down good points, very good points, about, yes, this relating to, and then we go back, relating to Roman Polanski. Yes, he was picked up in Zurich, Switzerland, for the charges, which was done 32 years ago, which his friends, his buddy, his friends, countrymen, and others are trying to defend and support him for the United States to let go of that charges 32 years ago in 1977. And I know Independent View 1 wanted me to read up on it, and thank you very much for it, because the plot has really thinking about that, about the Roman Polanski Saga. Because here it is. When I was saying about you cannot be tried twice, here's what really happened. Now, when I read this, and I'm looking at it on Roman Polanski on Wikipedia and wikipedia.org, and we're saying that on the dealing with prosecution, he was prosecuted in 1977, and this is on a sex crime where he accused of raping a 13-year-old. This is Samantha Gimmer. And so how it was taking place, it was a French commission of the magazine Vogue asked for her to come over so they can deal with contracts and have her to pose for Vogue. Vogue is very popular throughout the world. Now, on that day, she had to go to the property, the California property of Jack Nicholson. So during that time, the girl at that time, Samantha, at that time claimed that she was drunk with champagne, and was put on a sedative before the director forced her to have sex with her and rape her. That was correct. What you're saying, Independent View 1, raping her several times. Yes, he was convicted on that. He was jailed for 47 days, and he had to pass a psychiatric test, and he was released on jail, and he pleaded. He made a plea bargain for a lesser charge. Here's where the charges has changed. Before the case had really gone into court, he pleaded guilty for intercourse with the 13-year-old. Now, that took care of that. Now, before they ever, before the charges were dropped and everything was tied in, and of course, the girl's attorney agreed on it, because they had to negotiate. We see Law and Order all the time on NBC, and so while that is happening, he was set free on bail. He was set free. So in return, he just left the United States and went on back to his own nationality, which was France, and he gave up all rights. I guess he let go of the United States and went on and continue on with citizenship in France. Okay, that take care of that. What happened was 1978, there was still an arrest warrant. What happened was that case was not closed. There was a plea bargain. There was going to be a plea bargain. The case was going to be dropped to a lesser charge. But what happened was, when he was set free, he left. He discarded all the paperwork. He discarded everything to flee and get out of the United States without getting sentenced. That was that. He wasn't being tried twice. He was still on that one trial right there and then. And that was it. They were still holding on to that. And around 1978, he was in France. They was asking for his warrant to come back, to be transferred back. France refused. So he stayed there. So that means he was always there. But through his career of being a director, he received a Lifetime Achievement Award in Los Angeles in 2002. He couldn't come back because he's got a warrant there. So what happened was, with that warrant still there, guess what? His heart just ran out to go for the Lifetime Achievement Award in Zurich, Switzerland, which he did not know that Switzerland had rights to transfer prisoner or those who escaped the law in the United States. So they wound up getting him right there when he was in Switzerland. He knew the risk. He took the risk. He wanted to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award there in the festival, right there. And so, right there then, yes, he's caught. He's in prison. Right there, he's jailed. But now the plot has thickened, because in return, here's what really happened. Really happened is, now the Swiss ministry is willing to now, and here's where is the Swiss government. They has signed a memorandum of agreement which required to open the door of the money that he has in a Swiss account that he had tax evasion on. It's a change for the things he had for the tax evasion to escape from the U.S. bank. Oh, you see? Did I tell you there was a conspiracy theory about that? That United States, you can't get away from the United States. You're going to either deal one way or the other. And this what happened to Roman Polanski. He's going to have to deal with that also. So he got 2 crimes on him. You understand independent view 1? He's got 2 crimes. And now he had to open up that Pandora box of the tax evasion to see if he did. So that's another crime. So here he is. And let me end this. I want to end it on the next video segment. I'll be right back on the LTL Editorial News.